talk about the next one, which is the Caesar Cipher. And for this, I need a Windows machine, and I'm going to use one of these Proxmox Windows machines, the same thing you folks are using. One thing about the Proxmox Windows machines is to get the console to pop out, you have to click here and go No VNC. And I had to turn off and turn my Windows machine back on. It had sort of hibernated or frozen up somehow to get it back to life. But after that, it worked. And so I can't copy and paste into Proxmox, but I can open the web page inside here and copy and paste within it. So that works. So I'm going to Caesar Cipher, and that has a link to download the Crypt tool. This is a tool written by, I think, German bankers to train people about cryptography, and it's really very handy. So we're using Crypt tool 2 and download Crypt tool 2, and right down here I have to choose stable version exe or zip. I guess I don't really care. Let's get the exe. Okay, save that file. And I see there it is. A little hourglass shows it downloading. Okay, a little clock face. All right, looks 4 minutes. My goodness, how rude. They must be throttling bandwidth at the server side. Well, going to be 6 minutes. I think I would pause the video if I could, but they don't seem to give me that option. Just have to wait. People viewing the video later may want to fast forward. The zip is bigger. All right. All right. I got plenty fast internet here. I think it must be slowed down at the server. maybe it's going to move. Okay, I could skip ahead to just showing pictures of it, but it's acting like it might actually finish. All right, this might do it. Okay, so there it is. Let's try running that and see if that installs it. Whoa, there we go. Just all the defaults. There we go. All right. So here's CryptTool, and you can do a lot of fun things with it. Let me get my instructions over on the side. All right, so you can use the wizard. There. All right, and now it's Cryptanalysis. I want to try Cryptanalysis. And next. And we're going to, right, classic encryption is fine. We're doing the old stuff first. Then algorithms, Caesar is fine, and next. And so here's an example of some German. I can get an English example. There we are, English. But it doesn't appear to have taken effect. That's rude. French. That looks like the only example I'm going to get is German. All right, doesn't really matter. And then next. All right, it shows you the ciphertext and the deciphered ciphertext. And the point is, this is the Caesar cipher, so what it does is take each letter and just move it forward a few spaces in the alphabet. All the same, so L turned to G, F turned to A, so it looks like moving to the left by 5 spaces is this the decryption. And there's several ways to solve this. One simple thing is this. It just calculates the frequency of all the letters. And from that it deduces the shift by taking the most popular letter. The most popular letter in English is E. The key is 5. So it figured out that to get an E, you should take the most popular letter, which is this one, J, and that should be E, so that means go to the left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to decrypt it. So that's the Caesar cipher, and you can perform them here and crack them here. And, all right. And so there's some paragraphs and such to crack. And this tool is sort of nice to get used to that. And there's another one like it where you use substitution ciphers in here. That's C103. And so let me go back to the wand. Okay. And then it is Cryptanalysis Classic. And Monoalphabetic Substitution. Next. And the language is set to English, but apparently this language selection does not work right. Doesn't really matter. Well, actually, it could be English. It's something scrambled. All right. And then next. And now it tries to crack it, and this is much harder. It's doing actually quite a lot of mathematics trying to crack it. And here, you see it got there. In cryptography, a substitution cipher is a method of encryption. And this one here, it has taken the alphabet and turned it into this chunk. So A goes to Y, B goes to A, C goes to N. It's still a one-to-one match. And therefore, frequency distributions will still help. But they won't help as much as in Caesar cipher, because you might be able to find the most common letter, and that's E, but that doesn't tell you what any of the other letters are. And they have a complicated system of solving it with a variety of attacks, and it takes some time, like maybe 30 seconds to crack it here. And it's doing some kind of value of the likelihood of the match being right. So that's an automatic cracker for that sort of thing. And there's it explains the attacks here in the project. There's dictionary attack and something called a genetic attack, and there's some flags to find. So there's a couple of simple ones, and we also can use this tool later to attack AES when you know part of the key. But that's a start to understand these simple transformations in Windows, and then we're going to move on to using Python, which is much more powerful, but a little bit harder to use. So I'll stop this one.